Right, we're just over a mile from the campsite. So it could be 1.9, I don't know. It's less than 2 miles only from the campsite. You come down the main road, everybody's looking at the loch. Oh, look at the beautiful loch out there. Let me see this here. You come down the road, looking at the loch. You see the lay-by in here. You see the water. What you don't see is that big thing up there. And you see everybody drives past it. Now, when it built it was horse and carts. It wasn't a problem. And people weren't in the scenery the same way. Now, it's not to say they weren't in the scenery, but most out there, people dumped sewage and water. So water wasn't as attractive as it is now. Oh, well, I see this pair. Oh. But there's a couple of wains or something sitting on it. So to give you an idea of scale, there's one of these in Dublin, in Phoenix Park, which is far bigger than that. Massive. That's for some British officer too, like. But because of the way the bend goes, and the lay-by's on the wrong side, most people think they've seen something and are past it. Them young boys must have cycled out there, 2 bicycles. And look, they've even got a disability ramp, Willow. Disability ramp. I'm sure that wasn't on there when they built it. Yeah, I might tell you about him here now. There's Gaelic at the top. This monument, erected in 1826, celebrates Major General Robert Ross' victory over the American forces at, I should be read that, like, Bladensburg. Is that what it is? I don't know how you pronounce it, Bladensburg or something like that. Let's see if I can focus on here. This camera even turned on. Born in Rosstrever in 1766, Robert Ross attended Trinity College. I actually had money. Dublin before joining the army. He assumed command of the 25th Foot Regiment in 1808 or 1803 and was later elevated to Major General. Where are we now? Ross was sent to America in 1814 to avenge the American atrocities. What are the American atrocities? After arriving at Chesapeake Bay, Maryland, he led his troops to victory at Bladensburg. Ross and his men then headed to Washington, where he is reputed to have burned the White House. On an expedition to Baltimore, Ross was shot by a sniper's bullet and died. Major General Ross is buried at St. Peter's Cemetery in Nova Scotia. There is also a memorial to him in St. Paul's Cathedral, London. So there you are. That's what it looked like. So he came from here, you've seen that same water. These flower beds and all weren't there then, like. And this here wasn't here, this would have been green fields or something. So there's a memorial he has in St. Paul's Cathedral in London. That's his grave in Maryland. Dundalk, Maryland. Oh no, Ross's monument, that's his grave. An obelisk also known as the Ross Monument in Dundalk, Maryland. What's that? There he's got a tomb. Major General Ross tomb in Halifax, Nova Scotia. So there you are. But this thing about him burning down the White House, I think that might have been a wee extra he added on. I don't think he was sent over there to burn down the White House. That's one of them things about, hey look, there's nobody there, let's go down and do it. Type of attitudes. Now apparently, a wee bit of politics in this. I'm not from the area, but basically he's British, and you've got a Nationalist Council here. And normally the thing would be if a Unionist Council goes in, the Unionists look after the Unionists. Then they go around the thing. But this was supposed to have been badly neglected, and the local council spent money fixing it up, even though it's a Nationalist Council. But like, I don't know much about it. But suppose like everything else, it was built in 1800s and all the rest. One thing building these things was the same with war memorials and all the rest. British Legion have to look after them. There's always an expense. So the council must maintain it now. But that's ratepayers' money. Don't see a National Lottery sign anywhere here. But I don't know what maintenance would be to it. Like everything else, weeds grow everywhere. Anywhere you've got stone, you're going to get trees and everything trying to grow from it. Ivy. Stone doesn't stay clean by itself. Stone, by its very nature, you know, wildlife grows on it. You never see a bare cliff or nothing. So there must be those things you done there. Born in 1766. Heller, 1799. Alexandra, 1801. A whole pile of dates. Saltamore, 1814. So that must have been all the skirmishes and all he's been in. Bear in mind that people died in every one of them. But you often wonder, that may be a big thing for him, but at the end of the day, he's dead, isn't he? Well, not Rob just being a school teacher or something. Years ago I had Shadow. Shadow and Lucy was up the top of that. No chance of getting wool up. I could carry wool up. Could you see her panicking? But it seems a waste to have a big all that amount of stone. It'd be nice if it was a wee room in it, wouldn't it? Erected, obviously, all you water stain it. 1826. Well, I'm going to have to climb up here. Oh look, you can read it now when you're up here. By the inhabitants of the county of Down and by the army serving in America in remembrance of Major General Robert Ross as a tribute to his private worth and a record of his military exploits, 1829. So the other side, that's all the battles he's been in. See they got there, that wee cavity, water's going to get in and damage that. So somewhere along the line, someone's got to come and repair it. Always maintenance needed to memorials. That wee stone there, sitting out of it. So that's probably been pushed out by the water over the years. And someone's got to come and put that back in. You can see a couple of ones subsiding here. So these things don't stay standing by themselves. Nature takes over. A wee bit of clay, get in there and you have a tree in no time. See how many things? Nature takes over. Major General Robert Ross served with distinction in Holland, Egypt, Italy, Spain and France, conquered in America and fell victorious at Baltimore. This stone's warm to touch as well. Well, there, look, set this upside a bit, but see, it's probably just full of clay underneath. The pyramids in Egypt were solid rock. This is probably not. Born 1766. And Ensign 20. See, that's the words we use. E-N-S-I-G-N. That's not a word you use. Ensign 25 foot. 1st of August 17. Is that? I don't know what that's supposed to be. I need to go back to school and learn to read. Lieutenant, 7 foot. What's this feet that got to do with? What's a 25 foot and a 7 foot? 13th of July, 1791. Captain, 21 April. It's not even first or nothing like that or second. It's just 21 April, 1795. Major, 20 foot. this foot thing must be, I don't know, must be, if you're in the army, these feet must mean things. It's 20 foot higher up than a 19 foot. It can't be height, must mean something else. Major 20 foot, 6 August 1789. Lieutenant, Lou Colonel, 1 January 1801. So that goes on about his career, and then over there, that's all the battles he's been in. Helder 1789, Alexandra 1804, Viaida 1806, Courunna 1809, Victoria 1813. So he's been busy like. So there's that 3 in 1813. 1813 was a busy year. I suppose it was like 1941 all in it. Busy year that too. Or 1944. Baltimore last 1814. No more after that. See, if I was proper YouTube and all, I would go and ask them and get all this rehearsed. The officers of a grateful army, which under the command of the, see, what army even today would say they're grateful? Major General Robert Ross attacked and dispersed the American forces at Bladensburg on the 24th of August 1814, and on the same day victoriously entered Washington, the capital of the United States, inscribed upon this tablet their admiration of his professional skill and their esteem for his admirable private character, has well earned fame. This is like what do you call it, you apply for a job reference. Has well earned fame is also recorded by the monument erected at his grave in Halifax, Nova Scotia, by the army and that command, by that which his mourning brothers officers of the 20th foot. 20th foot, that must be means soldiers who are on foot, they're not on horseback. They didn't have tanks in them back then. So 20th must be the regiment, and the foot just means a type of soldier. Raised in his parish church at Rosstrever, and that placed in Paul's Cathedral as the last tribute of the nation's praise by his country. Nobody's going to know we ever existed, Pet. The only thing I have when I die, Pet, is a couple of YouTube videos. And you'll be in them too. Maybe in a couple of 100 years' time, one's be watching a wee YouTube video up on some space station. And they'll see our wee wallow. Your wee puppies will be extinct by that time. Oh no, this way, Pet. So, what do you reckon? Do you like this place? You didn't even do a pee in it. You couldn't be Irish pee in it. Is there not even worth a wee snuff anymore? What about round the grass? Is there nothing worth a snuff? So, I don't think we'll enjoy it too much. 3 beer bottles around here, caps. It's just, it's an odd place. You see when you're in Dublin, there's one in Dublin much bigger, and you have piles of people sitting around in the sun. They're not even reading what it is, they don't know what it is, it's just something to sit. It's a nice area, they'd be all out having their picnics. If this was London or somewhere, or Belfast, there'd be picnics and all here. But, oh, there we go now. I hope there's a bin down here, I hope there's a bin. I see a wee gate down there. It's a gate going to that house, but it's in this property. That's what I wanted. I want to go now to Carlingford, the village. I didn't want harpoon in Carlingford. So we can go on to Carlingford now, I'm gonna stop at the other places on the way up. Well, that's it. You've done your poo now. Get this there done now. Check out this wee gate. The only problem you have when you go to the Publix, why hard to get toilets? There is toilets in Carniford down by the harbour, if I mind. Wee smelly ones like, but no caravan now, so I have to watch them. I'm used to just going to the caravan when I want. Just got the car on its own. So why did they put a wee gate here by itself? Did your man Ross walk through this gate, I wonder? Doubt it. Oh, it's got a wee plaque. Monument Cottage. There must have been a cottage there. That's all that's left, it's the gate. Is that what they're trying to tell us? This is the original gate of Monument Cottage, which was located in the grounds of Ross Monument. The house was demolished in 1973 to accommodate the realignment of the Warren Point Road. So the wee cottage there, they knocked the cottage down. I'll tell you what, the gate's in pretty good condition, isn't it? The gate can't be used now, they've welded it. But why was the cottage there? Was the cottage and the monument all the one thing? Did they have a wee gatekeeper there? And the ones walked through that gate to go to the monument. And the gate's sitting there. What do you think? Probably the gate was out where the road is now. They could have drew a wee map. You got a wee map showing where the cottage was, and then they're outlining the new road. Look at a wee stone there. Read this wee stone. A wee bin down there. A wildflower living landscape. NIEA, they're the ones that's looking after it, so it's not cost the council a penny. Well, I don't know, right? They took part in it. Maybe the council still is cutting the grass. Because the NIEA, they always put their signs at the gate. And they don't have one of their signs at the gate. It must be the council. Everybody's using the disability map. I'm going to read the wee sign. Hold on there, hold on. How you doing?
That's fine.
You just got here before the crowds.
Yeah?
I think you just got here before the crowds.
Why, who's he coming?
No, nobody. Oh, I say it's very empty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very empty. I'll have a get the heat on you all. Well, that man there doesn't know sarcasm with it. I want to see American. I know there's dodgy here now. It's alright coming here, but dodgy going back. Come on, I've sat there in my caravan a few times. See in the winter time, you get a wee bit of sunshine. It's brilliant. I know, well, I would like a wee stuff around here, but you had to stay off the road pit.